This program is brought to you by cable franchise fees and generous donations from viewers like you.
Hello and welcome to the Amherst Weekly Report with Amherst Media. I'm Abby Gracie.
And I'm Asia Reed. An Amherst couple has decided to donate $1 million to the Cooley Dickinson Hospital. John and Elizabeth Armstrong are donating the money to aid with renovations being made to the hospital's emergency department. John Armstrong stated that he has had positive experiences with the emergency department and that the hospital even saved his life. Armstrong and his wife saw it as their opportunity to give back to the department and ensure that the hospital is running as efficiently and up-to-date as possible. According to a news release, the emergency sector treats over 300 injuries a year, and there are 6,000 people who have been admitted to the hospital for additional care. The extensive donation will help with this overflow of those admitted by increasing their privacy of patients, creating better spaces, and installing faster scanning systems. Remaining changes will still, however, need to be made outside of this donation. $14.5 million worth of updates will still be needed for the admissions unit, larger health pods, and for the observation unit. The renovations are all expected to be completed by the end of 2022.
The Amherst Area Chamber of Commerce will recognize the late restaurateur Andy Yee with the Legacy Award during a ceremony on November 10th. The annual awards ceremony honors business and community leaders who have made an impact on the surrounding area. Chamber Executive Director Claudia Pesmani said in a statement, quote, "They have dreamed big, acted creatively, demonstrated unwavering commitment, and stirred economic impact throughout the region despite a global pandemic. They provided hope through their resilience, and we are a better community for them." Yee ran the Bean Restaurant Group, which owns 9 restaurants, including the popular Johnny's Tavern, Johnny's Roadside Diner, and Aya Sushi and Noodle Kitchen. Others who will be honored at the event are Todd Barron, who will receive the Lifetime Achievement Award for contributions including his work for the Amherst Boys and Girls Club, and Gabrielle Gould, the Executive Director of the Amherst Business Improvement District, who will receive the Leader in Innovation Award. Have you been to any of these restaurants lately?
I went to Johnny's Tavern a few days ago.
How was that?
It was good. Have you had their truffle fries?
Yeah, actually, they're some of my favorite around here.
You know what? We should go get some after this.
Honestly, I think we should too.
Changes are being made to districting in Massachusetts, and draft maps have been released for both the House of Representatives and Senate districts this past week. If no changes are made to the current maps, a majority of the hill towns of Hampshire County will be included in the same House of Representative district as Northampton. Currently, the hill towns are a part of the rural district, the 1st Franklin. With the newly proposed maps, the Franklin County parts will remain in the new 1st Franklin. For the Hampshire County part of the district, it will be mostly incorporated into a new 1st Hampshire district. Current representative of the 1st Hampshire district, Lindsay Sabadosa, stated that it is plausible to represent multiple communities, such as the Hampshire Regional School District. Sabadosa stated that this proposed representation is more orientated with the views of the community. The remaining Hampshire County communities will go to a new 3rd Hampden district.
The National Guard will officially not be coming to Amherst Public Schools to assist in handling pool testing for COVID-19. The proposed plan saw National Guard members administering tests for students, as offered by Governor Charlie Baker, as a means of getting the pool testing program off the ground in case sufficient staff could not be hired. However, Amherst school officials argue that the presence of uniformed officers could be alarming or traumatizing for some students in the district to experience in their learning environment. It was ultimately decided that testing would be administered by the staff of CIC Health, the state contractor. Superintendent Michael Morris announced the decision in the district's weekly newsletter, where he also emphasized the importance and success of the school's COVID safety protocols that have been in place since the beginning of the year.
Free asymptomatic COVID tests are now available in Amherst at the Jones Library in Banks Community Center. The kits are being provided in collaboration with the University of Massachusetts Amherst. The testing kits inside the Jones Library are located at the adult circulation desk during the normal business hours. The kits can be picked up from the Banks Community Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. The town asks that the kits are administered at home or in your car and not inside either of the buildings. Before taking the test, first-time users are required to fill out a set of questions on the back of the slip included inside the kit. If not filled out, the test will be voided. Instructions are included on how to use the kit and state that the test must be dropped off outside the main entrance of the Bangs Community Center. Within 2 business days, the result of the test will be emailed if negative. If the test is positive, testers will receive a phone call and instructions from healthcare professionals.
The UMass Fine Arts Center will be returning to live programming for the first time since the pandemic began. The reopening will include a variety of dance, music, theater, and circus performances. Though a few online performances will take place this fall, the FAC is looking to emphasize the return of live audiences through smaller intimate shows and in some cases with limited seating. Larger events will begin to take place later this year and in early 2022. Due to the continuing persistence of COVID-19, a few shows will be performed by solo artists or smaller ensembles. Coming up this weekend will be a 2-day appearance from the Bill T. Jones and Arnie Zane Dance Company, presenting a new work, Afterwardness, which itself has been shaped by the pandemic. Over the last year, the Fine Arts Center presented 75 virtual events that attracted 26,000 audience members, and they are looking to continue to make online performances a regular part of their programming. The center will soon acquire camera equipment in order to do simultaneous live streaming of some of the in-person shows that are set to take place this year.
Last week, UMass Amherst students marched from the Student Union to the Whitmore Administration Building in protest of the multitude of racist incidents that have been happening on campus and the lack of action that has been done about them. 10 acts of discrimination have occurred this semester alone, according to UMass's Office of Equity and Inclusion's Bias Incident Report. One incident included the racist email sent to all Black organizations that called for the sterilization of Black people. The march was organized by the UMass Amherst NAACP chapter. Some students spoke about their stories and experiences with racism on and off campus. Then the group of about 100 students marched to Whitmore to talk to administration with a list of demands in hand made by the NAACP chapter. The demands call for more support and action by UMass administrators against the hate crimes. As for right now, admins only comment on incidents that get enough attention from students, such as the email. The NAACP chapter and other students have decided more needs to be done to support a safer community for Black students.
Amherst Media will be hosting a moderated debate of the proposed Jones Library project live on Channel 17 on Tuesday, October 26th at 6 p.m. Representatives from both the Vote Yes for Our Library and the Vote No Start Over Smart Ballot committees will participate in the debate, which will be moderated by a local radio host. The debate will be replayed on Channel 17 and available on demand on Amherst Media's YouTube channel.
Thank you for tuning in to the Amherst Weekly Report with Amherst Media. I'm Asia Reed.
And I'm Abby Gracie. We'll see you again at the same time next week.